Hi Flosstube, welcome back to Stitch with Mel. I am Mel, Melissa, and it's been a long time. It's been a very long time. I think I last recorded in June or July, so just know that I am here. If you're on my socials, then you know you've seen me, but I've told a couple of people, you know, it takes a lot of energy to talk for however long. And you know, you just got to be in the right headspace. You don't want to share, you know, just a down in the dumps kind of situation. So, to say that the summer was a crazy time is an understatement. It was a very busy time. We had a lot of things go on personally. That's just, you know, it's part of life. And so here we are at the end of the year, and we're trying to figure out, you know, what to do with 2025. So, Merry Christmas to all of you who celebrate. If you don't, I hope that you have had a fabulous winter so far. For those who are in other climates, I hope that you're enjoying whatever your temperature is. It is raining. It has been raining all day. It rained most of the day yesterday. It's a cool, I think 43 degrees right now. And tomorrow we're getting stormy weather and it's going to warm up a little bit. So, par for the course in Arkansas in the winter. We never know if we're going to have sunshine, tornadoes, or a freeze. So, who knows? All right, I don't want to spend too much time on the personals because, you know, a lot has happened, but the kids are good. I got to see all of them between Monday and today. So we had a Christmas for my kids, all except one daughter-in-law. And then today she was able to join us for Christmas Day. So I've gotten to see all of the kids at some point. So that's good. I always say if your family is tight, especially like mine, the holidays are just another fun day to eat and enjoy each other's company. So fortunately, my family is not spread over states and countries and that kind of thing. So we get to talk almost daily. You know, the kids are busy, so we don't talk daily all the time. But, you know, we get to talk pretty regularly. So, yeah, it's good. All right, so this is going to kind of sort of be a little bit of a whip parade just because I can't remember what all you guys have seen over the last, you know, year. I'm not going to show you everything that I've got started, just things that I have made progress on. I will tell you, I'm doing WIPGO 2025, so that's WIPGO. It's started by Jessie Marie Does Stuff. She does a fabulous job. On the 25th of the month, she calls 2 numbers. So I've just numbered my board. I will show you. I think I will. Yeah. I've just numbered my board 1 through 25 straight, so you're not having to look for numbers. So I've put everything in here that I want to work on. Most of them are kind of bigger pieces. Some are smaller, and some I put on there just because I want to finish. Like, I want it done. So, yeah, I have quite a few smaller finishes on here. And then I have some that I just really want to hit. So typically what happens for my stitching, you guys know I have a small business outside of my regular work schedule. So, I try to stitch, you know, at least an hour every day. It doesn't always happen, especially if I've been working my business because that takes time. But on Saturdays and Sundays, if I'm not doing something, you know, with the family or something for whatever reason, I'm stitching because, you know, I live alone. The house stays clean and cleaned up. Typically Thursday night is my big, you know, clean up for the weekend night. I make sure all the laundry's done, all the dishes are done, so that Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I can just rest and relax and don't have to do all the things. So, my plan is for 1 number to be worked on Saturdays and 1 number to be worked on Sundays. Now, if I get in a groove, of course that's not going to happen, but I'll make up for it on another weekend. So let me go ahead and show you those 2 whips because I'm super excited about them. Numbers 11 and 20 were called. Number 20 is African Queens, and this is the one I was doing for one of my best friends. His mom actually requested it. She is 80 years old. I need to get this thing finished. But this is African Queens, and this is what I've got going on. So I was afraid of the size, you know, because I'm not fabulous. Sorry, this is just extra fabric hanging out. I'm not fabulous on the measurement part. I always want to make sure that I've got enough. And so one day I just went straight across and did that. And then I just kind of went up from there and started filling in. This right here, I'm pretty sure is going to be a page finish if I will do this. And so that's my goal for the first weekend. Actually, I may do that on the 1st because I'm off work on the 1st. So I would like to do a page finish. I sat down last night to make sure that I've got all of my colors together. I'm lacking a few. I'm not sure if they're kitted or if I'm just going to have to go buy them, but it's not many. I've got some 3800s that I guess I've just never had. So I've got to do that. So that is one of them. And then my other one is Be a Friend. And this was a birthday gift from one of our stitchy friends. And so I wanted to work on it. I actually already had it planned to work also the 23rd of every month because my birthday is in April on the 23rd. And so I was like, that's a good goal. So this is Needlework Press, Be a Friend. And that's where I'm at. I've gotten some of that done, and then I started in on this box because we all know I like words. So I figured I would get that Be a Friend in there, get the little motif, and then I could work up to letters because I can wipe out some letters. Like, I love letters. So I'm looking forward to getting serious work on those in January. I'm so excited about that. I'm drinking so much because I'm like so dry. I just had leftovers for dinner, and it was ham, and you know, ham is dry, so not dry, it's salty, so it makes your mouth dry. All right, so I'm just going to kind of dig in over here. I'm sitting beside my my chest of all of my whips. Like I said, I'm not going to hit everything, but I'm going to try to go through quite a bit. All right. So, one of my other big projects that I want to work on this year to a finish. I don't know if that will happen or not. It is on the WIPGO. I'm also going to do the ABC Bringo and the magazine challenge. I have not printed all those out today. I got them downloaded, and I'm going to work on those so that I can get some goals set up. But this is where I'm at. I am doing the blue colorway. And y'all, this is very scary. Y'all see where the lettering ends? That's the bottom of the design. I worked to the bottom. Called Aunt Donna freaking out. I was like, I don't know if I've got enough fabric to frame. And she was like, you're fine. I'm not good on measurements either. So she was like, you're fine, you're fine, you're fine. So, but I have all of that beauty going on. So I'm looking forward to working on that. That's actually come out several times this year. It just hasn't happened to finish yet. Let's see, what is that? Oh, this is not got enough work on it. Erica asked me in November to do 2 pillows for her. Perfect. I would love to. And then I got the designs, y'all. I'll show them to you later. Well, 2025 is going to be better for Flosstube. She has no idea what she was asking for. So, there's that. Alright. Heartstring Samplery Sunday Stitches. I do want to work on these on Sundays again. That was the plan when I got this book. This is Amazing Grace. I love this book because it's also got the histories. And all of the things. I feel like my camera's fuzzy, but it's not showing to be fuzzy. And this is where I am. Words. We like words. I also need to talk to Trey probably about using my iPad instead of this. I haven't touched that. Instead of my camera, my phone camera, because it would probably be recording better. I have worked on this since I saw you. This is Steampunk Penelope by Annie, the Proper Stitcher. I'm doing both her and him on the same fabric. I've got enough here, so this is her. And I just kind of got some outlining done on the dress. So that's fun. I put all of Annie's that I'm working on in a fun bag that I got from Black Beetle Society, I think. It's a Gilmore Girl thing bag. Mad Hatter Dreams. This did make the WIPGO board because I love it so much. This is a Barbara Anna, and it is being stitched on 14 count steel gray Aida. At one time I was like, I'm gonna have a whole wall of a movie themed. That hasn't happened either. I mean, I don't stitch as fast as I think I stitch. I really don't. There she is. I just can't wait to get to the Cheshire Cat. And he is too cute and blue. Now, for those who don't know, the play Wicked was made into a movie. I'm obsessed. So is my friend Nancy from the Bougie Stitchers. And we decided that we were going to stitch a Wicked themed piece. I'm not sure if she's working on hers or not, but I've gotten mine. It's just words. It says, because I knew you, I've been changed for good. And that's a lot of stitching. That is in a green. I'm not sure if it's showing up green or not, but it's actually a really pretty green. But I love the font. It's going to be pretty large, actually. I don't have a picture of the pattern, but it's just the words. So, sorry, Nance. I worked on these when I went on my cruise with my little sister. I say these, I only worked on one. Oh. Let's do it this way. We can't be showing the pattern here, y'all. Be like Grandma hum everything. Y'all, if you're on my Facebook, go watch the short little video that I posted tonight on Christmas night on my Facebook of my dad and my grandma playing a game. It's so good. This is Primrose Cottage. This is a Halloween book. And so, because I was on a cruise with my sister, who also is obsessed with coffee, I decided to do this one. I didn't get a lot of stitching done on the cruise, but it was fun. Fun was had. I'm trying not to take a lot of time. I have another Wicked start. I started this the night, like at midnight, that I was going to see Wicked. I went to see it with one of my best friends. He had no idea what he was getting into, but he did love it. And this is Forbidden Fiber Co. They released this earlier in the year to commemorate the release, and I said I was saving it for, and I did, the release. But let me tell you, it was stitched on that morning at midnight. So I got all of the border done. It was a fun, variegated, heavily variegated. It's like a rainbow. And then I got started on the yellow brick road and the bottom of the city. So I need to get back to that. Unfortunately, the rest of the movie won't be released until November of 25, but I will have that done before November of 25 probably. Knock on wood, I say that. I did work on this a little bit. This is the Stitcherhood Quaker Pumpkin. I think this is from my friend Felicia. That going. So that's what it looks like. Beautiful Quaker pumpkin, and that's what I've gotten done. So that bottom row there is going to be the bottom of the pumpkin. That is not on my WIPGO, but I like to seasonal stitch, so that's probably what will happen. Probably pull it out late summer, depending on where I'm at on things, and we'll see if we can get a fall finish for it. Who knows? I didn't do any of that stuff. This is on my WIPGO board just because I want to finish. It's too cute. I think I put in like a few stitches, but this is from P&PS Fall 2015. So when I got my subscription, I went through all of the magazines and printed out what I did want, and this was one of them. Super cute Boo Tree. This is a primitive hairpiece. And that's where I've gotten. This is on a Caramel Macchiato by Fiber on a Whim. Absolutely love it. The softest ever. But that's what I've got. And I've got it on there. I think I've got it as a finish. I could easily finish that in a month with Focus. I mean, it's not, there's not that much left. Just the limbs and all of the stuff that comes off of them in words. I did mess up the buttons on the boot, but we won't discuss that. It'll be fine. Didn't touch that. That would be nice too. To touch this. And he also made the WIPGO board. This is Nevermore. What is happening with my zipper? Oh. The book's actually a little bit big for this bag, but I like the bag, so there we go. This is a Tammy Latimer. Love her. Love her bags. We're going to stitch together. She's just 45 minutes from me. I haven't gotten down there, but we've made plans. We're going to get down there. This is a Layla Studio, Nevermore. If you haven't seen it. I just saw somebody the other day was talking about it, and I was like, sale, and I was like, no pressure. It's a lot of stitching. And this is a 36 count Murky. I got this at Shepherd's Needle when I went down there. I've gotten a whole lot started, as you can see. Can you even see that? Oh. So, I need to get my act together. But that's why I put it on the WIPGO. Because I was like, if I can like make sure that I'm dedicated you know, for weekend days, like I said, unless I've got something planned, I mean, I can wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning on a weekend day and stitch until whenever. Do I take naps? Don't judge me. I do. If I wake up that early, yeah, I absolutely do. Autumn at Hawker and Hollow. This is one of two that I'm stitching with Stitchy Sarah Reeds. She had talked about one of hers on, she's doing Halloween, I think, on one of her videos, and I messaged her and I was like, Sarah, let's sell it and get it done. And she said, how about the 13th and the 31st? And I said, game. So if you're not familiar, this is Autumn at Hawker and Hollow. This was one of two gifts for Christmas one year. My mom was not aware of what it was involved. She kidded. Both of them. Not a clue. Didn't know. She went to Cecilia's in Branson, and she was like, what count do you want? And I told her, and she was like, DMC or MPI, and I told her, and she was like, okay, cool, and didn't ask any more questions. And she brought it home, and I was like, I did not intend for you to buy every DMC, but she did, so I was very thankful. So this is where I am so far. I finished this year. I finished him early this year, maybe. I finished this, I think, the week of Thanksgiving. So let me hold it closer so you guys can see. It is beautiful. I don't think I'm going to do the graveyard scene yet, just because I'm not in the mood for that. But I do like the houses, so I feel like I'm just going to kind of go up on the left side. The next one will be right there. That's a big house. Or is that a church? Is that a house? It's a bridge. Even better. That's a covered bridge. The brooklet sings its dreamy story. Yeah. That's pretty. Oh, I like the fish. I'm just now looking at this, y'all. Sorry. So yeah, we'll do the covered bridge. That's beautiful. Very nostalgic feeling. So I'm gonna unblast them both. Aunt Donna and Aunt Debbie have been asking me when I'm gonna do a Flosstube. I'm like, y'all don't understand how much work this takes, and they're like, we know it's a lot. So now I'm showing them things that they're like, oh, that's gonna be so much. Aunt Debbie's probably fretting. It's fine. It's fine. It's all fine. Oh, I will show you this here in a minute. I need to show lots of things. I'm trying to go faster because I don't know how long this is going to take. This is a cute one. This is from PNPS 2022 Winter. And I absolutely love this guy. This is called Whimsical Winter. And I may actually work on him this week into next week. I haven't figured out what I'm going to do yet for New Year's Eve, because I'm not going to do new starts because I'm really going to work on my WIPGO. But, I mean, I have so many things running. I could easily work on, and y'all know I like to do the hour thing. So, he's just so cute, and he's got the little owl. I could change that hat to a blue hat, and it would be perfect for winter. So yeah, he might be a finish. That is an Autumn Lane Stitchery, and they did so good. So this is where I am. I love this little swirly, and of course the blue. The blue is just it. So there's that. That fabric is something fabulous, and I can't remember what it is, but it's gorgeous. I like to go through my PNPS and stitch from the book. Now, obviously, if it's too much, then I'll make a copy because I do get lost. But, I don't know. There's something about stitching from the book. Oh, I didn't do anything with that. I need to. Y'all ain't worried about what I didn't do, though. Oh. This, I'm pretty sure this is on my WIPGO as a finish. This is PNPS 22 Spring. This is called a Valentine tree. It's so cute. You know, I'm not sure who made these trees so popular. They're everywhere now. But they really are cute. And this is being stitched on Be Stitch Me 25 count Lugana in the color Punch. I have so much left over when this is done and I'm happy about it. So that's what I've got. It's not going to be hard. This up here is a lot of heavy stitching, but these little hearts are nothing. So I'm pretty sure I put that on my WIPGO as a finish. But I did so much finishing. I'm going to pop pictures. If I didn't pop them in before, I'll pop them in, I don't know, after or something. Anyways, Christmas finishes. I just sat down one day and started finishing. And Donna was like, look at you. I was like, don't expect it all the time. This is on my list to, I'm pretty sure, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a finish. This is Cherry Etc. by Lori Wilson. Thread Milk. I got this at an open house that she did up in Missouri. And I haven't gotten a lot done, but it's not a lot to do, so it's pretty little stitching. So we'll get there. And what's next? I'm literally just pulling this stuff out of my shelf here. Erica Michaels Have a Heart. This is on as a finish. It's words. Words are not a problem. Words just need to get done. It's just going to be something pretty to go probably on my wall at work. I'm stitching it on 28 count Mystery. Something Aunt Donna gave me. Super pretty. I love those colors. It's just rich. I just need to sit down and do it. That's literally, I might even finish that before the new year. I might just have to replace that on WIPGO. That just needs to be done. What is this? Can y'all tell I didn't plan this show? I just did it. I took a nap after lunch. I woke up like 3 hours later. I was like, oh, I got things to do. Emily Call, I Am Enough. If you are sleeping on Emily Call, wake up. She has beautiful designs. This is I Am Enough. And I am stitching it with Color and Cotton. I Love You, You Idiot. That was a specialty. It was made for something to do with Gilmore Girls. It might have been a kit that I got a long time ago. But I am stitching this on Albarium 32 count. This is a Cedar River, yes. And this is going to be a bottom start. That's all I've gotten done. That's not a hard stitch either. Now, the fact that I'm doing it on 32 count is a different story. That requires light and magnification, but it's not a hard start. I mean, it's not a hard work. I did the other one that I did of hers in a day, I think. So, and I think there's one more I need to get in that little series that she did. Sweet Land of Liberty. This is also on WIPGO. This is Chair Stitches. I'm not sure who that is. I think I got this off of a D-stash, honestly. But it's beautiful. And I am stitching this with Called For Gentle Arts. Are they all Gentle Arts, maybe? On Color and Cotton Pearwood, 14 count. I worked on this while I was on vacation with my parents and got off on my counting. So I got fixings to do. But it is on WIPGO, so it will get some serious work on it. At least, you know, 4 weekends and whatever happens in the middle. That's another thing. I think it's just going to kind of depend on what my work looks like during the week about whether or not I'm going to hit my WIPGOs during the week, because I still want to stitch other things. On the 25th, I want to do Christmas. On the 23rd, I want to do Be a Friend. On the 13th and 31st, I want to do Hawk Run Hollow. So we'll just kind of feel it out. I have not hit this year, I don't think. I don't know. I may have. But this is on WIPGO, and this is a finish to be finished. Changed World. Y'all are going to scream when you see this. Why have you not finished it? I know the ants are going to. I like that bottom square and one edge up here. And then, yeah, this side, the bottom and top, the white flowers. That's it. So, the month that it's called, it probably will be like an everyday I can work. It needs to be finished. That'd be really nice to be finished for my birthday. Just saying. Just saying, Melissa Ann. Dr. Maya Angelou, I did pull out this year. I don't remember when, but I think I actually started her this year. This is a Salty Stitcher design. And this is her quote. I've learned that people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. And that's kind of like a mantra for me. A motto, a life quote. I'm making a mess. It'll be fine. This is on some sketch fabric. I will tell you that. I'm not sure what this is, but it's a linen. It's some of that moving linen. I'm pretty sure this is a bottom. Right. So that's what I've gotten started. It looks like I am doing 2 over 2. I don't like to do 1 over. I know a lot of people do. I just don't feel that it covers as well for me. For me. That's not everybody's taste. That's for me. So, she's definitely getting some attention, as she should. I legit just want to show you guys what has gotten attention, not just show for showing's sake. I saw somebody not too long ago commenting, and they were like, I don't like whip praise. And I was like, so don't watch them. It's so hard. I haven't done that. Why people feel like they need to comment instead of scrolling by? Is it worth it? I personally know my friends who have gotten hurt by commenters who just didn't need to be there. It wasn't their taste. Like, scroll by. Praiseworthy Stitches, Simple Gifts of Courage. This is a sale with probably thousands of people at this point. Pam Schaffner just keeps stitching. My elbow just started itching. She was the starter of this one. I think this was her 25th anniversary. That might be wrong. Breast cancer recovery and all of the things. And so I started it last year when she started it. She finished it this year before StitchCon. She was so excited to be able to take it. And so I started it, I guess, right after her. Text Stephanie. I was like, hey, kit it up for me. She put it on 32 count XG Designs Dove. Yeah, I'm doing it in Week Style Works Sky and something else. Navy. Sky and Navy. I asked her for some blues. So, yeah. I had some health scares. About the same time all of this was coming out. And so I was like, we're going to do this together. Talked to Steph about it. She's like, we got you, sis. And so, yeah. It was great. This is beautiful fabric. I do like to pull this one out fairly regularly. It's just I don't give it a lot of stitches when I do. And I did try starting this on one over, and nah, I like two. As a matter of fact, oh, just to show you the difference, that's 1 over and that's 2. I like that, just that thick, deep color. But that's where I am. So she made it to the board. She deserves the attention. She's in a beautiful blue bag. This was gifted to me. And there's not a label on it. I'm sorry, I can't remember. But I love it. I'm trying to think, did the Bougie Stitcher send me that? Oh, Crossbar got some work. And this did make the board as well. This is My Only Long Dog. And I am stitching it in 792. Gorgeous blue. And I have it in a fun one of the mesh bags. That's something that I don't know. I had a kit come in and I did the kit a long time ago. So I did all of this since the last time you saw it. But yeah, that's made the. I want to start just filling in the boxes as I go instead of just making the boxes. This is too small to take to work with me, or I absolutely would, and I would just leave it there because it's so big. Like, the finish will be forever. But the fabric's too small, and I don't want to mess up. So I don't. I could probably get a desk lamp. I don't know. Maybe. My extensions are kind of, or my plug-ins are kind of all used up, so that may not work. Oh, and that's another thing. I was making fun of Aunt Debbie. I've had this cough situation since Thanksgiving, like legit sickness. And I was like, it's really hard to talk when you're coughing. And she was like, oh, I know. So this is Nottingham. This is Kathy Barrick. I started this with Chrissy, I don't know, 3 years ago. Chrissy, Finally a Farm Girl. And there's a few other people that had talked about it. I think she's starting it back up maybe this year. I can't remember if she said that or maybe I just made that up. But I did put this on WIPGO. I got to the top. I wanted to do the bird because he's blue. And that's all that I've gotten done. So the counting on this basket is off. Not taking it out. Not a fan at all of this fabric. And Donna was like, start it over, get a different fabric. And I was like, not a fan of buying more fabric. I need to use that fabric. But it's just the movement of the fabric, I think. I think I might try putting it on an actual hoop instead of a Q-snap. Because Q-snaps move differently than hoops. Like, hoops will grab and hold it if you get the right hoop. So, I think that might be what I do. Okay, is that all from that one? I think it is. Do I have any starts in that? I don't think so. Okay. I can't remember what I got in the Christmas pile. I really don't want to pull all these down. They're going to come down though. Maybe we can do it in that one. Okay. Ooh. This made the list as well. This is a stitch along with a bunch of people, actually. Angie, Tiny House Stitcher, Bougie Stitchers. I feel like maybe Stacy Clark. Can't remember, honestly. Stace, sorry. I don't remember who all was in it. This is Cottage Garden Christmas Delivery. And I forever will love this fabric. This is Dark Stormy Sea. This is a fabric flare. It's a printed fabric. So the back is white, the front is printed. I love it. And this is where I've gotten. So worked on quite a bit of the sled this year. Sled. And then I started working on Santa's white at work, I don't know, a couple of weeks ago. My boss walks in and looks at me and she goes, "You're not going to have that done for Christmas." I said, "Thanks for the news flash. That wasn't the plan." But I wear this shirt to work regularly. It says I was normal 50 whips ago. My guys don't understand. And my boss is like, "Have I seen them all yet?" She'll come in sometimes. Because I have a tendency to just work through lunch. If, you know, stuff needs to get done. She hates it. And she'll like, "Get to work." And I'm like, "I am working." She said, "No, when you're stitching. Get your stitching out." So, I made her a couple of things for Christmas. An ornament. And Walmart has these cute bags. Oh no, I need to go to Walmart before work tomorrow. They're so cute. They're like this big. And the top, the whole bag actually is made of, I don't know, 32, 36, something count linen. And so I stitched her name at the top. I'll put a picture in. I stitched her name at the top. And I was like, I need to do that for like all the kids. Instead of doing stockings, do these little bags. And then they carry the bag home. But they wouldn't bring them back. This is Peace and Joy. This is another Annie Proper Stitcher. It says, "May there be peace in your home and joy in your heart this Christmas." And I am stitching this on, yep, not clear. But it's pretty. So, that's what I got done. I love words. There's white, there's snow there. You can't see with the light, but it is what it is. One of these days, I'm going to redo this room. This is the craft room. This was Erica's room. And I think I'm going to have can lights put in. Like recessed lights for lots of lighting. One of these years. I've got lots of things planned, but yeah. I wanted to have this finished for Christmas. I will finish this before next year. This is a 1985 Cross Stitch and Country Crafts magazine. And I absolutely fell in love, like tears crying. when I got this magazine. I had gotten several years ago when I started my Flosstube. I had a few people so sweet sent me boxes of magazines that they just didn't want anymore. And so I kept almost all of them. I mean, there was a couple that I already had, so they were duplicates, so I sent them on. But this one, as soon as I saw it, I was with Aunt Donna, and I was like, I have to stitch that. So I've gotten most of the backlighting done, and then I've gotten some of Santa's suit. And then the last thing that I worked on was all of this, just trying to move up. So, but I need to just finish him. He's so precious. I was at her house yesterday, and I did see my Santa that I did a couple of years ago. She had him on the wall. I was like, aren't you beautiful? Santas are just pretty. I mean, the people who do Santas really do Santas. Like, they don't have to do Santas. Like, you could have a Coke Santa, and, like, they're gonna do it beautiful, because Santa just, he has a certain, there's a requirement. Santa has to be respected. Like, you don't just have to do Santa. So, yeah. I might actually leave that out to do some this week. I mean, the Christmas season isn't really over, is it? This is Peppermint Lane. Pretty sure this is, it's so Emma. Yep. This was a stitch along like 3 years ago with Fat Quarter Shop. Pretty little bag. These are the funnest colors. It's like retro, vintage, you know, got the blues. I should finish it. This is literally Melissa Get Your Act Together. Yeah. I had 3 ornaments to do. I have 3 wreaths to do. And I'll be done. Just get your act together. It's cute. It's not hard. It's fun. It's just, I gotta get it done. It's like 4 colors. What the heck? I'll work on that this week too. Yeah. Here's my Christmas at Hawker and Hollow. Y'all. I finished the Happy New Year ship, and I texted Aunt Donna and said I am not doing black right now. So this is the whole thing. And the middle one I just finished. I really don't want to do the right one yet because so many people have rewritten that, and I don't know, I might rewrite it. So I might go up and do that big house, the Lowry Tree Farm, because it's a lot. Or I might do the couple, they're cute. Let's show you this mess. Oh, it's so much. I didn't have this one completely done. To be transparent, the white, I wanted to do Whisper. I didn't have Whisper. I wanted to finish it, so I did B5200. But it's pretty. I like it. And I didn't have this cardinal done. And so, I don't know. And all of this was done last month. And then I finished the ship and all the fireworks. Something just happened outside. And I was like, I'm not going to do all the fill in black right now. So we'll see. I feel like I just lost a big tree limb. I hope that's all that was. It was either that or some gunshot really close. Oh, this is pretty. This is Winter Sampler. This is another Proper Stitcher. Pretty much when she puts them out, I grab them. Tell her, send to me, please. And, yeah, I get stitching on them as fast as I can. This is Ice 32 count. This is some of that Murano Car. I don't know if I'm saying it right. From Hobby Lobby. Don't sleep on that stuff. That is gorgeous. I actually have several pieces back there in my stash. It's so soft and it's so easy to stitch on. So that's where I've gotten on that. Pretty little house. And then I started this for my sweet baby girl who's decorating in gingerbread. I didn't get far enough on it to worry about, but she doesn't know that I'm working on it, so it'll be great for next year. I got her lots of gingerbread stuff. So this will be, I don't know that I'm going to do it in drums. I think I'm going to frame it. Be fun for next year. The gingerbread cottage. And that's what I got done on that. Trying to think what fabric it is. It's a mystery. That's what we do. We do mysteries. I saw Brenda and Laura one time. They were talking about not labeling their fabrics, and I was like, Laura does, Brenda doesn't. And I was like, Laura, you really have a lot to talk about, honey. But okay, I think that's all really that I've worked on this year that's worth showing. Now I do have huge plans on top of the WIPGO and also the magazine challenge that I'm going to do. I'll show you one huge plan. My immediate supervisor, excuse the background, I mean it's stashed, but is retiring this next October, and so I'm doing Ecclesiastes 3:1 for her from Stony Creek. And this is where I've gotten on that. I intended to work a whole lot this year on it, and it didn't happen. It's gotta happen. That's 10 months away. So I have that on top of everything else, and that is also on my WIPGO. Now, let's talk about the Fanciful Flamingo. My friend Alicia does this. This has been opened several times, but I never want to miss an opportunity. So, this is her favorite things box, and this was a Christmas one. And her designer for this one was Chrissy. And so we got another mouse. Love Chrissy's stuff. I have several of hers too that I want to start, but we're not talking about starts right now. So this is Matilda Trims a Tree. And then with all of the favorite things, she legit sends her favorite things. So here is her subscription information if you want to go subscribe. And with this one, she sent This is Lady Dots Creates. Of course, we love her for all things. So this is the Rick Rack. Not guaranteed color fast. That's good to know. This is a project tracker card that Alicia does. Super cute. I am horrible about using project tracker cards or notes, but I have it, so I will work on it with this one. This is all of the DMC called for the project. She sent me sweet treats. Absolutely love these, Alicia. Yes, yes. She sent me some cute stickers. Funny story, my daughter-in-law loves a certain brand of coffee, we'll say that. And they give out stickers, we'll say that. I think it's every Saturday. So when my son goes to get her sticker, or for her coffee and stickers on the Saturdays, he will grab me one as well. And so he'll drop them off when he goes to work and everything. And he called me one day, he's like, Mom, what do you do with the stickers that I give you? And I was like, well, I put them on my calendar. He goes, to go away the next year? And I was like, I save my calendars because, you know, there's important stuff on them. And he goes, to never see again. And I was like, what is your point? He said, we just didn't know how to use them. And I was like, well, put them on a mug or something then. Just don't wash them. So this is a project tag. Finishing fabric. So cute. Love that fabric. This is a board from Chantel. And so there's, I think, instructions to go with that. I hope. And yeah, so that's all of it. Yep. I was just reading Christy's note on the back of it. So if you want to subscribe to get these boxes, she does a fabulous job. There are several cross-stitch boxes at this point, and they're all doing amazing. Y'all listen, we have had some people who have taken their love of the craft and turned it into a career, and I am so proud of them. So if you can support our sweet brothers and sisters who are doing that, please do. Like, I know people who are like, they're in every club, in every box, and I love that. If I could do that, I promise you I would. But if you can, you know, support our designers, we've got some designers who have just come out, and then we've got some designers who have been around for a year, and then we've got some who've been around for many years. Support those people. If you are friends with them on Facebook and Instagram, share them, show them off, tag them when you stitch their stuff, let them know that you appreciate them. There is plenty of room at this table, as Annie says. Annie preaches it all the time. And the bougie stitchers are always saying, let's straighten each other's crown. There's so much inspiration and so much good in this community. Don't let the naysayers, don't let the people who have an opinion and they, you know, have to share it with everybody, don't let them get you down. So we've got this. So that's the end of the show, really. As we go into another new year, I wish you the best. I hope that you are taking care of yourself. You guys know that mental health has been my platform since I've started this thing. I am not going into it right now because I don't feel like crying. Quite frankly, I am entirely too stopped up to start bawling. So it would be nasty. So I hope you have plans. If you want to, feel free to share them, you know, or message me if you don't want to share it here. And let's just cheer each other on for the next year. So I love you. Stay safe. Take care of yourself. Stay warm, especially if you're in the stinking northern states where it's stupid cold. And be careful. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.